With a busy tech earnings season drawing to a close, some key themes have emerged as Silicon Valley wrestles with a tough macroeconomic environment. Here's what The Street's James Rogers has to say about the earnings season.
Caution was really the name of the game this earnings season. Intel really set the tone. They talked about a challenging macroeconomic environment. They lowered their guidance. These were things that a lot of CEOs and CFOs were talking about this time round. And then towards the end of earnings season, obviously we saw results from HP and Dell. HP talked about weakening PC and printer sales, also lowered its guidance. Dell also mentioned issues around PCs. So there are a lot of issues out there. There's a lot of things for companies to be aware of. I think that we're going to see this cautious environment for a while now, at least until things improve on the other side of the Atlantic, and maybe until we get some sense of what could be happening economically in the United States. A lot of people are still talking about this fiscal cliff, so there's a lot of question marks still out there.
And what about Apple, that missed analysts' top and bottom line estimates in its third quarter results?
Well, obviously Apple missed analyst estimates on both the top and bottom line, but I do think that investors need to look at Apple outside of the rest of the tech sector. They're such a lord unto themselves now. And overall, I think that there's a lot of positives coming down the line from Apple. Hopefully we're going to see a new iPhone 5 next month. There's talk about an iPad mini. And also we saw Apple win its big patent battle with Samsung recently. I think that's going to bode very well for them as a company. It's going to make them a lot more confident. It's emboldened them. It really has sent shockwaves through Silicon Valley.
But there were some earnings highlights during the quarter.
Well, there were some positives there. We saw Cisco put out solid results, also raised its dividend. And I think that some of the infrastructure guys generally are worthy of attention. We saw EMC continue its momentum. And then on the chip side, the graphics chip maker NVIDIA did very, very well. They're one to keep an eye on. For me, though, I think that one of the things investors should be paying attention to is the back-to-school season. The National Retail Federation said there's very, very high levels of spending this year. Apparently we're seeing record levels of enrollment in elementary schools and middle schools, and I think that could have a knock-on effect on certain tech stocks and also on certain related stocks generally in the retail sector. On the tech side, I think that companies like Amazon, eBay, even Apple could do very well out of this trend. And obviously we've got a lot of work going on with Amazon at the moment. It looks like they're going to launch a new Kindle Fire. So I think there are some good takeaways from the last couple of months.
This market has fewer players.
We're coming into a Monday where
we're entering a new stage of tech.
It's a stock picker's market.
Welcome to the 5 dumbest things.
Apple reported earnings.